All right, folks, my name is David Deviney. I'm the coordinator of science programs here at Caldwell Community College. And I was asked to put together a quick video discussing the differences between Bio 111 and Bio 110. I think it's oftentimes been the case that we end up with more students in Biology 111, General Biology 1, than oftentimes should be. And we had that situation here on campus even. So with early and middle college students, for a long time, we ended up with a lot of students in Bio 111, next to none in 110. And the reason that was always striking to us in the department is because Biology 111 is designed for students that want to get a degree in a science, not necessarily biology, but oftentimes, but I mean any of the maybe chemistries or whatever. But it's usually you want to continue on to get a bachelor's degree in a science. That's why you would want to take 111. 110 is designed for students that want to continue on and get a bachelor's degree or a degree in a non-science major. And so you would just expect that there's probably not going to be as many science majors as non-science majors, and so that we would end up with so many students in 111 versus 110 just seems a little strange. So I think what happens, though, is because Bio 111 has been offered so much, that's the course that students know. That's in the past, that's maybe the course that a friend has taken, and so that's the one that's offered maybe on your high school campus, and so that's just the one that you take because that's the one you know. So let me talk a little bit about the differences. First, let me talk about the similarity. Notice down here, so they're both UGETC courses, and if you're not sure what that is, talk to your transition advisor. Basically, that means that they'll transfer to any of the UNC system schools. Either one, 110 or 111. The Biology 110, so notice in the course description, so this course provides a survey of fundamental biological principles for non-science majors. You're going to get a lot of the same topics that you would get in 111 in 110, but you're not going to go into as much detail with them. So notice it says, upon completion, students should be able to demonstrate increased knowledge and better understanding of biology as it applies to everyday life. So really what we're trying to do in 110 is just create a more informed citizen as far as it applies to biology. We're not really trying to get into the weeds and the nitty-gritty, for instance, of cellular respiration and photosynthesis. You'll touch on those topics, but you're not really going to talk about them in great detail like you would in Biology 111 class. You're also probably not going to talk about all the different types of organisms that you would in maybe a 111 and subsequently a 112, because Biology 111 is General Biology 1, stands to reason you would take General Biology 2 after that. So 111 is the first in a 2-semester sequence, where Biology 110 is a 1-semester course, and that's it. So again, we're just trying to give you a broad kind of brush on biology with 110, and again, it's designed for those non-science majors. When you look at Biology 111, so notice here it talks about some specific things, the chemistry and the molecular and cellular biology and things like that. But notice it doesn't really talk about kind of that everyday citizen, right, everyday life that 110 does. That's because, again, Biology 111 is designed really for those science majors that kind of need the nitty-gritty so that they can take the upper level science courses or biology courses that they're going to need. And really 111 is the prerequisite to 112. And just as another example, both of these courses use OpenStax textbooks. And so just to show you, so this is an example of maybe how you would look at the Calvin cycle in Biology 110. And if we compare that to 111, right, so notice a lot more detail here in 111. Again, trying to prepare you for those upper level classes with the detail in 111 where you might not need that in the 110. The other thing to notice about the books, so notice by chapter 5 here we're covering photosynthesis already in 110. It takes us 8 chapters to get there in 111. The other thing to look at here, and this is not necessarily the best way to compare courses, but here it works. If you look at the number of chapters in the Bio 111 course, here we've got 47 chapters. You're not going to cover all those, but remember, Biology 111 is the first sequence in a 2-semester sequence. So you're going to get through most of these chapters in a full year or 2 full semesters. Whereas if we look at the 110 text, so how many? That was 47 chapters. 110 text is 21 chapters. You're probably going to cover about 16 of those, and that's that. So again, just a broad brush with the 110 covering topics just to kind of make you a more informed individual, and not the level of detail that you would expect actually in 111. Again, cover the same topics, right? So you notice here population and community ecology, conservation biodiversity in 110, and you're going to cover those same topics in 111, just in more detail, right? And so I really think that we probably should end up with more students in 110. And I think, again, the reason that we haven't is just because 111's just been what students take. It's just been the default, and I don't think it should be. So I hope this helps. It's just, again, just a little primer on the differences between the two classes. If you have any questions for me, you can certainly look me up. So just go to the Caldwell Community College webpage here, look in the directory up here at the top. All right, and you can find me. My name is David DeVinny, so you can find me under the D's right here. All right, so shoot me an email or send me a question perhaps through your transition advisor or whatever. And so we hope to offer one or maybe both of these classes through the Highway Room, so that you guys can take them on the high school campuses and stay on the high school campus and not have to come over here. Both of them, well, the Biology 111 would probably end up using a lab kit, so maybe that's something else worth talking about. Lab kit, I think, runs about $50, but remember, in 111, you would also have to take 112 the next semester, so that's probably another $50. In the Biology 110, we would use most likely a virtual lab, so there's labs that you work online. Right now, we're doing that through Connect, and I think that's about $70 plus or minus for that single semester. But again, that's a one-time, the 1 semester class, and then that's that. You're not going to be paying that again for 2 semesters. OpenStax textbooks are free unless you want a printed copy, and then I think they're $40 or $50. Again, don't hold me to that. Somewhere in that ballpark. But we're trying to keep costs as low as we can. That's just some of the differences between those 2 courses. So again, I probably could sit here and talk for hours about the differences between the 2. Just wanted to create this short little video for you, and if you have any questions, please let me know.